Good morning, Boker Tov. And before we leave today, we just want to take a look at our calendars for next week. So let me share my screen. Voila, because it's only 3 of you. I see you all. So just again, last week, I'm not going to do it now, but we did the Yud, Y-U-D, if you want to put it in that block box, if it helps you. A final Nun, and again, it goes longer than the line. It's a skinny little guy. But long he goes, and he's only going to be in that spot at the end of a word, not a syllable, a word. And bet it's an interesting. I teach one textbook. Bet was the first letter I taught, so it's interesting. It's 22 pages in. We're finally learning to be bet easy. Bet has the belly button. It's easy once you learn him, and there he is. So today we're going to start on page 23. And there's going to be, if you remember the color little thing I sent you all, there is a vowel for the sound of an oo, like in the word blue. If you don't know the color thing, I'll send it to you again. So it's like a cheat sheet for vowels. And so this is the blue vowel, oo. And so not to, again, confuse us, we've talked about the Vav and the Yud holding a vowel versus just the dots itself. And remember when you have the Yud with a vowel, like the O vowel above him, or the Vav with the O vowel above him, it just holds a space rather than the dot being up in the sky, that O vowel. Well, it's the same thing with the oo vowel. So the oo vowel comes in two shapes. They are equal, not to be confusing. The 3 dots diagonally by itself under a letter, easy. It's another one of the 1 dot, 2 dots, up and down dots, sideways dots. It's 3 dots diagonally down, and it's an oo. But that also is that Vav with the dot in. It's like somebody punched him in the gut. Ooh. It's not a voo, it's just an oo. And so it becomes a vowel in this case, not a letter. So you'll see. I promise you'll see. Let me make this larger so we can really take a look at this. So again, as I've told you, just do line 1 and 2 when you're just practicing really easy stuff. Just so you look at it, it becomes sight. It's easy. So the first one, because the aleph is silent, it's just oo. And the ayin is silent, oo. Who, lu, mu, ru, shu, tu, you. There's the yud as a letter, and the yud's vowel is the oo.
Okay.
And then the second line is the 3 dots, the same thing, the other shape of an oo, hu, lu, mu, ru, shu, tu, you. And so oo like in blue, as our color chart will teach us. Okay, so let us remember they're interchangeable, and hopefully the page is not going to do anything to confuse us. So take it for what it is, it's an oo. Okay, so let's take a quick look. Ashley, do the first one's very easy. It's just 2 different things, and it's
Okay.
you're just going to be repeating it.
Who. Un.
No.
That's not the end.
Final
Oh,
one is
ook. Ook.
Right. So it's who, ook.
Okay.
And where's the drink? Okay. So go ahead, Beth.
Bar. Ooh.
Say it now like you mean it.
Yeah.
Baruch.
Mhm.
And there it is.
Baruch.
There it is. That's how you spell it. And there it is. Baruch. You know that word. Baruch. Baruch atah Adonai. Easy. So do you see that, Elise?
Yep.
So let's do 5, Elise.
Ooh.
Good,
Ruch,
good.
Baruch, 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 Baruch.
Yeah,
I-
there you go. You know how this author does it. He just takes it apart and puts it together for you. And there you have it. So now let's do line 6. Go ahead, Ashley.
Okay. So row? No.
It just, ooh,
Oh, that's just the oo.
there's just the ooh. Don't make it harder
Ooh.
than it is.
Okay, so oo, who,
Now, I'm gonna, again, we have not learned the 2 dots up and down. It's the, so
But
in
it's
this
like an-
case, it just make it like it's a short I, like it's an apostrophe. Re, who,
rehu,
good,
barahu,
good.
who, barhu, right?
Yes,
Barhu. Okay, barhu.
Barachu. Remember, we get an
Baruch.
Aliyah, it's Barachu at Adonai Hamavarach. There's that word,
Yes.
Barachu. There you go.
Barhu. Okay.
Barachu, Barachu. We're going to learn all the rules about a Shavah. That's the only vowel I remember its name. It's a Shavah. And sometimes he's silent and sometimes he's not. Beyond confusing. But in this case, the bet has the vowel, the bet has the vowel under it. So the resh
Mhm.
is gonna, you can't, it has a sound when it starts a letter or a syllable. It starts a word or a syllable. So in this case, it's barachu. If you didn't know better, sometimes it's silent. You could say barchu. But
Right.
in this case, each one has its own vowel. So it gets to have the resh has the, it's beyond. That'll be the one most confusing part that we learn in Hebrew is that particular, how to use the Shabbat. So let's all look at line 7 and it's very simple. We could do it together. Baruch, I'm sorry, Baruch. Baruchu. Baruch. Baruchu. Baruch. Baruchu. And there it's going to put it together for us. Ooh, who, no reason for the aleph other than to sit there for no reason, just to confuse us.
Okay.
Who,
Who,
Baruch,
who.
who. Very good, very good, very good, very good. We're gonna skip. We're not doing the next line because it's beyond crazy. Okay, let's go to the line 12. This is just teaching us on line 9. I guess I might as well just teach you. When you see the last, go to the end and has 2 asterisks, you're going to see a hey with an apostrophe. And so you don't, there's no way to say it. It's another way to say God. So we mostly would say Adonai. That's another way to spell Adonai when you're practicing. So go to line 11 for a minute. Go not past the 3 at the beginning because it's schmutzy. I don't want you to look at it. I hate the schmutz. Baruchu et Adonai. You don't see it, but you know to say it. It's one of those, gotta know to say it. La'olam. Okay, and then line 12, Baruch, who? Baruch, Baruch, who? Baruch. There you go. And just, you know, that's it. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, now, whoopsie. There we go. So now you have your nun and your final nun. The only time you're going to see a final nun, the long skinny version of the nun, you take the bottom line and bring it down past the box, is when it's the last letter of a word, not a syllable, just a word. Sometimes this author shoves it in just in the middle for no reason, but just for you to know, a nun equals a nun equals a nun. It's just an end sound, period. It's never going to be anything else. It's the vowels that make it confusing, not the letter. Right? So let's look at line 1. I'll do it and then we'll give you the harder ones. Although, you know what? I'm not going to do it. Who needs the most help with the vowels? Elise, do line 1.
Okay, ni, ne, ne, n, n,
No, no, hold on 1 second. The 3 dots like your fingers in a bowling ball is an eh. Like-
Oh, ne, na,
Good.
and then, oh boy.
It's
No.
over the letter.
Oh, no,
That's right.
no. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, that's an sound on the end, so it's.
No, it's, don't worry about that for a
Okay.
minute. The N and with the dot above it, it's the dot is over the letter, so it's an O.
No, and then it's new
That's correct.
and,
New.
new, same
New,
thing.
that's right. So look at those last 2. They are equal. New. Right there, they're equal. Perfect. Okay. And now let's go a little harder ones. Beth, do line 2.
Okay, sorry, I had to move locations.
No, we're
I'm
good,
just-
we're good. So we're just doing the nun and the final nun. They are equal. And they are both shapes in the box, and it's nun and his friend final nun.
Okay, and that line 2.
Yes.
Okay, 1
Now
second.
the yud, just ignore it. It's just holding a space for no reason. It didn't need it except in the spelling of the word. You could have just had the 1 dot under it, but it's sitting up
neef.
there for no reason.
Neef,
Neef, very good.
Neil,
That's right.
Neem, Neen,
Good.
Neat, Near,
That's right.
Niche, Neat.
Perfect. Everyone see that? Okay, Ashley, you ready for a harder one?
No.
You want to do 2
Okay.
again?
No,
I
I'll
like
try. I'll
3.
try it.
I know you will.
Okay. Loon. Is that right? For the first word?
Syllables, first word, line 3. So the Lou is
Loon.
correct. Lou what?
Loon. Oh, okay. Loon. E?
Yeah. Just
Loony?
Loony.
Okay. Loony.
Right.
Okay.
2 syllables again.
Moon. Moony.
Moony. Yeah, don't worry about connecting the N to the beginning part, just Moony. Right.
Moony. Okay. Okay. New knee.
That's right. Now that would never be
Okay.
spelled that way, as you know, but that's okay. You picked it
Okay.
up. Right.
Rooney.
That's right.
Okay, the dot is throwing me off now. So just shoony.
Yeah. Shoe, like a pair
Okay.
of shoes. Shoe knee.
Shoony.
You can, that
I
cheating is
lost
good.
that letter. I'm looking for it.
That's all right. With or without a dot makes no difference. Tav.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Toonie.
That's right.
Pooney.
Cooney. Very good. Very
Okay.
good. Okay, Ashley, I'm sorry, Elise, do 4.
Okay, who, who, new,
No, what's the vowel under the nun?
it's a dot,
1 dot. What is it? 1 dot.
knee,
That's right.
knee,
That's right.
okay, who, knee,
Now try to do the chuni, not uni.
who,
Chuni.
ha,
Yeah, ba, like a
oh,
sheep.
ba,
Ba.
it's a B. Yeah. Okay,
Do the resh with like an
Re-
apostrophe after
Okay.
it, like a rih.
who,
That's right.
new,
No, knee.
knee, I'm sorry. Rihu, and then it's a knee. And then it's oh God.
It's 4.
Okay,
I'll give
just a
you a hint.
second.
It's
Bro-
4 syllables.
Bru is a B, but it's ba,
Right?
Brihan.
Okay. It's okay. It's a tough word. Let me go to it. Let's everyone look at it.
Mhm.
It's 4 syllables. ba, re, chu,
Mm.
ni.
Ba,
One could say, why isn't it bar chuni? And it could be. You just have to know how to say the word. And that
Okay.
I just barachuni. You know that word, barachuni. It could be barchuni, but it isn't. It's like why you put the syllable on the syllable, whatever that is, to change the syllable.
Mhm.
Okay, so erase. Barachuni. Look at it again, Elise. Barachuni.
okay. Barachuni.
That's right. Barachuni. Barachuni. So now
Barachuni.
there you go. It's all right. It'll take some time. So Beth, do 5.
5,
Oh no, 6. I'm 5.
Mm.
5.
Yes,
Thank
5.
you. Ni, barachu,
Yes,
barachuni,
that's right.
barachuni.
Perfect. And then line 6 is the same exact thing. Barachuni, barachuni, barachu, barachu, barachuni. And then line 7, barachuni. What's the next word, Ashley? Line 7, second word.
It's Leisha. Oh,
Yep.
sorry. 7-second word. Le shalom.
Yeah. Le shalom. Le, like a short I, like the word pink.
Lip.
Le
Oh, okay,
shalom.
right.
Perfect.
Le shalom.
Perfect.
Shalom. Okay.
Keep going.
Malache.
Yes. Malachi.
Okay.
Perfect.
Ha shalom.
Perfect. So let's all do line 8 because it's the same exact thing.
Hmm.
Baruch,
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 who,
Baruchu.
Baruch,
Baruch.
Baruch, who.
Baruchu.
And so again, in the prayer we're learning, they Shalom Aleichem, Baruchuni,
Hmm.
L'Shalom,
Shalom,
Malachi, Hashalom, Malachi, Elyon. We're going to go back to that because that's a good practice of that Y in the end. Me, and Lech, Malech, Ham, Lachim, da 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 da, Baruch, Hu. So let's take a look of that. El,
Hmm.
Yom. I'm sorry, El Yon. Sorry, Ed. Sorry, I lost track what I'm doing here. El Yon. El. I'm sorry, L, and then the Yo is there. L is one syllable. The Y, I have to move the paper over, but I'm afraid to touch it. There we go.
Well,
Okay, the L is a syllable. The Y has the vowel next to it, the O vowel, and the final N. So it's El Yon.
wow.
Elyon.
See it? And it ends in an N. And you know what? I bet you most of us sing that and we put an M at the end of that word when we're singing it by rote, but it's an N. Barchuni l'shalom malacheham alachim, whatever. Malachi el yom. And I bet you most people put an M, but it's an N.
Hmm.
It's El Yon. Okay. That's how when you let me see this thing, erase. Okay. And until you take the words apart and you learn them word by word, you realize that, my goodness, I'm singing that wrong. Not a big deal, but a minor detail. Okay. So at the bottom, it always explains that shape of the nun is always the beginning or the middle of a word. The final shape is only used at the end of the word. So I want to do more than this today. So let's just take a look, and we're not going to do all the words, but let's look at these letters. Aleph, Ayin, let's all do it. Hey,
Hey.
Chuf,
Half.
Chaf, I'm sorry,
Chaf.
Chaf,
Half.
final
Final.
Chaf,
Chaf.
Half.
Lamed.
Lamed,
Lamed,
Mem,
Mem. Final
final
Mem.
Mem,
Mem,
Resh,
Resh.
Shin,
Shin.
and here it is, Elise, Tav,
Tav,
Tav.
Tav.
Sorry,
Tav, Tav,
Ashley, I
or-
forgot.
okay.
Right, I was at Ashley that forgot who the
That's
Tav was.
not-
The Tav without the dot with the dot. It's the only time we don't care about that dot. Because we're not doing the Ashkenazi way anymore. Second line is a bet. He will have a cousin without the dot, but we don't know him yet. So bet, there's a
Yud.
yud,
Good.
your nun, and
Nun.
your final nun.
Noon.
And then here come your vowels. Ooh, ooh,
Ooh.
e, a, e, a,
Okay.
ah,
Ah.
o, o, eh.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm not gonna have us do all this,
Oh my
but you can
gosh.
practice that. Oh my God.
Okay.
So the more you practice, and don't forget in this book, when you're looking at a line, so if you're never remembering the B, may believe that the bet gets confusing to you, then just do those first few lines, because line 7 starts every word with a yud in it. And then line 9 starts, every word's gonna have a nun in it. And so you can, go to your treble letters or treble, if you got the mems, then don't worry about 5 and 6, you got the mems. But if you're confusing the resh and the whatever, eventually the daled, then you practice those, and the tabs, and there you go. Speaking of daled, now I've told you this before, and I promise you it's very simple. A resh is rounded, and a daled, if I had to do like for little kids, a daled has that dent in that little armpit there. That's as simple as I can tell you. And the resh is rounded, and the daled has the dent. So this is a daled. Daled.
Are there still more letters?
What, you don't want to learn more letters? Oh no.
No.
No, I do. I'm just like, oh my God, how much is there to this language? It's just like insane.
Well, we
So
have
much.
26 letters in English. I think there's only 22 in Hebrew. So
Oh, okay. It's totally reasonable then. Okay.
yeah,
It just seems like a lot.
it does. I'm sorry.
And they all look alike.
I can't do one of them.
Yes.
We'd be sitting here for 3 years learning these letters. If
I
I go
know.
fast, I won't, I try to make them shorter for you. I don't want to make you guys nuts.
No,
No,
it's
it's
a
not
good
too bad.
pace. It's a good pace.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
It
like
is good. They just all look
reinforcing and
alike.
motivating, and it's a
Okay,
good
good.
pace. It's just
Okay.
Yeah.
I think maybe I need to practice more between lessons. Maybe that's the answer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. You could do it with your you can do it with Eliana. Is she learning Hebrew at all?
Not reading and writing, but I will say this class has like reinforced my decision to send her to the conservative classes that focus more on Hebrew, as opposed to the reform one, which I also love. But
It depends.
yes,
I
I'm
have
like,
to be very honest. I taught
Mhm.
in 3 shuls, and
yeah,
conservative, 1 reform. The reform I taught in, more than 50% of the service was in Hebrew. But there was a reform temple near my house that was a different town. And I used to go once in a while to services there, just for no reason. I'd be going to somebody. If the cantor did the Shema in Hebrew, you'd be lucky. It was all English. And where the town I
Yeah.
taught in, everyone had a tallis, they had a kippah, more than half the service was Hebrew. So if you're going to choose reform, which, obviously we're conservative,
Mhm.
shop, because there'll be a different, no two are alike, let's just put it that way.
Right.
So, yeah. So anyway, here is a daled on the whole line 1. Again, line 1 and 2, or the line 1 in this particular page is the practice of vowels. So I'm going to make Elise do it. If Lenore was here, I'd make Lenore do it, because as I told you, Lenore knows the entire service, but she only knows it by rote. If she had to learn how to read something new, she'd have to be, more hesitant. So If she was here, I'd make her do line one, but she's not. So if she's listening to this, I hope she does. Lenore, practice line one. So Elise, why don't you do one? And the
Okay.
first word I'm going to help you is just duh.
Oh, well, the line one up here is just the D for the.
That's
there's no
correct. So just do the sound of a D.
D. And then it's D,
That's correct.
D, day, D, Da.
3 dots. Now 3 dots are
D,
what?
D,
Nope,
D.
nope. Look at your color chart. You have to do your color chart in English. In color, red, eh.
Eh,
3
Yeah,
dots
I'm
are
trying
eh.
to do an S sound though, but maybe it's not D,
Yeah, like in the word red. And so this would be death.
D. Okay, and then Da,
That's, uh-huh,
Do,
that's right.
Do.
Perfect. There you go. So your one that you're getting wrong all the time is the 3 dots. It's an eh, short E.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go find words that have that short E and keep practicing. Go ahead, Ashley, do too.
Okay. D. Right? Yes. Okay. Deal,
That's right.
deem, dean, dear.
Okay, you're perfectly right, but I want you to look at it. I want you
Oh.
all to look at that. Because
Deed?
there you have the
No.
Dalet and the Resh together. I try to make it as large as I
Yeah.
can.
Dear.
And so it's subtle, but you can see the difference. Everyone's looking at that. I'll circle it just for a moment. And you notice the font. Again, it goes back to the font of the print. There's the Dalet and the Resh together, and there's a difference. But if you're not paying attention, you know, whatever. So there they are, dear, like dear, a female deer. Okay, so there they are. Perfect. So you did that correctly. And then the next one is what?
Deet
That's correct.
and dish.
That's correct. Okay, very good. Close that so I can make this a little bit
Okay,
different.
I have a question. The second word on the second line, that final letter is
Dich.
the
I don't know
final.
if she did it correctly. Yeah, but
No, she did. I just
and
wanted,
I want you to look, you know, it's interesting. Thank you for bringing that up, Beth. Look at that. They are the same shape, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that's why it just
If you
confused
didn't
me
know
for a
any
second.
difference, you'd think there's a final D for some reason, or, you know, yes, they are the same exact, but it goes longer than the box. And it's a different letter. And again, it's like learning the B and the D from when we started day one. It's just where the line is, you know, the short, you know, an A and a D, the line is longer. They're different letters. D, very good. But this font, they look the same, except one's longer. I'm glad you picked that up, Beth. Thank you. All right, while we're on Beth, let's do 3.
Dish, 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 dish,
Yes,
dish.
that's right.
Dish.
There you go. There you go. This is not hard. It's an easy, one of the easy letters. It always is what it is. All right, Elise, do 4.
Okay, do.
Very good.
Dual.
Yeah.
Duln. God, it's hard without M. Okay, that's an N.
Yes. Thank you for
Dune.
noticing.
And Roo.
No,
No,
but
it's a
thank you for
Dalet,
screwing it
rude.
up. Thank
It's
you for
rude.
screwing it. Perfect that you made a mistake. You thought it
Rude,
was
okay.
starting with a resh and ending with a resh. It's not. It's the Dalet. And there you go. So it's door.
Dur.
Yeah, door. Ooh,
Okay,
Dur,
and then it's, gosh, do, it's an H, do.
Now, where's your H?
Oh, don't, oh, it's a T.
Yes, that's T has a toe.
Yeah, toe, I missed the toe, don't.
Missed the toe.
And then it's douche.
That's correct. Very good. Very good. Very good. All right. All right. We'll make it simple. Let's go. Let's skip a teeny bit. Oh, we'll get the easy one. Go ahead, Beth. Do the last one. 7.
7. Dosh, 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 hadosh.
And yes, but look at how close the O vowel is to the shin. You got a bunch of little dots up there. You have to just make sure doesn't confuse you when it didn't. Yeah, because yeah, it is what it is. Okay, and we have a little picture of, I don't know what.
Okay.
I don't know what that is supposed to be, but whatever. All right, ready for one more? Let me just see where I'm going to end this little class today. Yeah, another one. Let's do one more. Whoa.
That's easier. It looks so different.
All right.
Mhm.
So a coof, and there's going to be a cough. Two K letters. He's the only one that goes longer than the box, like the Lamed's the only one that goes higher than the box in for the letter without being a final anything. And he just lives in his, here, I'll make the box just for you to see him. So he goes across the box, kind of make fat and cute. He goes new, like a squiggly thing. And then his leg goes longer. Don't ask me why. That's just how he is. Let me erase him. Where's erase? So you just have to know it's a K sound. Koof. Key, K, cat, caca, coco, poo poo. He doesn't look like anything else. You're not going to confuse it once you learn him. He is what he is. He's just a K. He doesn't look like anything else. Like the Dalet and the Resh look alike. Let's be fair.
Mhm.
The Bet and the Vet are going to look alike. There's going to be others that look alike. The Koof doesn't look like anybody. So you're not going to confuse them. Second line is Kal. I'll do one more and then I'll only for the machine when you hear me do one. It's a clean line. Kam, kan. Never going to shout that way because that's not a final nun. Kar, kash, kat, kad. Okay, so let's go an easy breezy one. Beth, I'll give you an easy one. Line 3.
Cod, 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 ka, oh. Dish,
Dish. Thank you for
Kaddish.
almost making that mistake.
I
Dish.
know.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, it was your thing about the dent and that helped.
These, you know what? I teach it to 5-year-olds, but it works for 55.
No, it works for me too.
Whatever. Yep. And the last word is a word you kind of know. What is that word? Line 3, last word.
Kaddish. Oh, like
Kaddish.
Kaddish.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, that's right. And don't forget Kaddish, Kaddush, Kiddush, all of those, you can hear the same letters. The root of the word is holy, but then how it's used is different. So there you go. There's Kaddish. All right, let's make it, all right, let's do, Elise, do line 5. And again, you're never going to see the second one because that mem is not a final shape. But in this case, we don't care. So just practice it, Elise. Line 5.
Okay. Kal,
That's correct.
Kam,
You got it.
yeah, and then Khan
That's
is
right.
in Kar,
Yeah.
Kash. I always forget this one. Kat,
That's correct.
and then Cod.
Good. No, you did it right. It's a D. Perfect. Cod. Okay. All right. But Ashley, give you a harder one. Line 6, although it's pretty much easy. It's only 2 words.
Okay.
Two syllables.
Kaddish.
That's correct.
Kaddish. Okay. Kaddish.
And then the
Ki-
third,
Kiddush.
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 That's right.
Okay. And then Kiddush.
Perfect, 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 perfect. All right, so everybody sees that. Let's all go skip to line 8.
Mm-hmm.
Kadush. Kadush. I'm sorry, kadosh, pardon me. Kadosh. Kadosh. And line 9. Ha. Kadosh. Ha. Kadosh. Ha. Kadosh. And then line 10 is another word. It's just a phrase from the prayers. Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Hakadosh Baruch Baruch Hu. Very good. And then line 11 and 12 again goes back to our, what are we learning? Shalom Aleichem. Baruch Huni Le Da Lo Mal Shalom Mal El Yon Melech Ham Lachim Hakadosh Baruch Hu. All right, each one of you are going to do line 11 and 12.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you are. Go ahead, Beth, we'll start with
Okay.
you.
But why am I having trouble? Baruch ni,
That's right.
Baruch ni, lishalom, malache, ha-shalom, malache, el yon.
Good.
It's hard because I don't want to sing it in my head. I want
That's
to
the problem.
read it. So that's why I kept hesitating.
And I
It's
get it.
like
And that's
rote.
why when you're learning something that I always say, read it backwards, not letter by letter, but word by word, because then
Yeah.
you're concentrating on the word and not the, what's coming
Mhm.
next. Okay, Elise, poor girl. Let's go to line 12.
Mimelech, Malachen,
Malachi.
Malachi. Hamilahim. Hakar. No, that's a D. Hakadosh.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Baruch home. Baruch who.
Who?
Baruch who.
Baruch who. Very good. All right, Ashley. Pick either one.
I'll do 11's fine. Okay. Baruch Shalom.
1 minute, you didn't finish the word. You did most of it, but you left out the last syllable. Baruch hu.
Ni.
That's better. Baruch hu ni.
Baruch
Perfect.
ni.
Perfect.
La Shalom.
Lish shalom.
La Shalom. Malache.
Good.
Ha Shalom.
Perfect.
Malache. Yell. Nin.
Okay,
Noon.
no, I love that you did
Noon.
that. You gave the silent letter a Y sound because it looks like an English Y.
Oh God, it's not though.
Oh, God,
Okay.
you and everybody else,
Right.
trust me, everybody does it. Everybody does it. So it's a,
Okay.
but you fell into the
Eh.
trap. It says silent letter, it's iron, it just sits there for no reason, but it looks like a Y, so you feel like saying Y. It's
Okay.
El Yon.
El Yon.
There you go. Somebody did it
Okay.
last week also, Ashley. I don't know if you listened to it on the machine, on the recording,
Okay.
but I know somebody did that same thing last week. El Yon. We don't give it a
Okay.
yeah. It's just an El Yon.
Huh.
There you go. But no, I love that. Ooh, what did I just do?
Okay.
Yeah, it just looks like a Y. So we made it a Y. We just want to translate
Ugh.
everything into English and Hebrew.
I
Um,
know.
you know what? We're doing great. You're doing
El Yon.
great. I don't want to not stop. Let me just say, oh yeah. All right. You want one more? Or you don't? Say yes or no.
Another Y that's not a Y.
You
Oh,
want to
no.
stop or you want to
Yeah.
continue? Stop.
No,
Okay,
stop.
so we're
Fine.
up to they were up
Oh,
to 29
okay.
next week. I'm going to stop the recording because
Okay.
and stop the share for a moment.
I feel like that was a lot of letters.
Okay, I just want you to be at your own pace. If we take 2 extra weeks, we do. We'll have midnight mass in the middle of the summer. Who cares? Are you stopping the recording?